video here. Today I'm doing I got a Case 580 Super M. These are notorious for leaking on the Extenda-hoe. Right up under here, you've got two hoses going to your cylinder inside. I'm going to use the forklift here, strap the boom up, and then use the machine. Use the machine itself to pull it out to get to that cylinder. So you need to take off. Here's the problem. So you need to take off these two lines here. Then you gotta punch out this pin. You can take off these two lines. You can take them off there, or you can take them off here. It don't matter. It's just so I don't have a bunch of floppy crap hanging off on mine. I'm gonna take them off here, throw them over. Use my forklift here to hold this up, and just nice and slow pull my machine out from underneath it, kind of using the bucket as a jack stand here. Replace those hoses and put it back together. That's what we're gonna do, so let's get after it.
I don't know if it's gonna be a good view. I'm just gonna leave this here.
So I'm strapped up here. You notice I choked it, so whenever I'm pulling away from it, it's gonna pull on my forks here. I'll do that first. I'm gonna take my lines off, pop this pin, and that's all it is. Then we'll just slide this out of there. The other side of this is down at the end. So I'm gonna take these lines off, spray this up with some brake clean. Anyway, so yeah, let's get to it. So like I said, I'm going to clean this pinhole out a little bit, just to help ease off that snap ring. I'm not sure if there's one on both sides or just the one. Well, it's both, so you can do it either way. You can do it this way or that way. Just because it's easier for me, I'm going to do it this way. Two crescents, whatever the right size wrench is, it don't matter as long as you don't strip something out. Before I take these all the way apart, I'm going to go ahead and spray them off and use a paint pen and mark them. I'm just going to go number 1 and number 2. That way when we mark the lines coming off the end of the cylinder, we know which side goes to what. Just so you guys know, here, mark both sides. If you just do one, I don't know if you can see that. If you just do one, if you just mark these, the fittings, once you pull the lines out, you won't know. So mark both sides. There's number 1. And they are JIC fittings, not flat face fittings. Now we'll head up here and do these two. Do the same thing, mark them down. 1, 1. So now we'll do the same over there. 2 and 2. 2 Now, let's pull them apart and we'll work on the pin afterwards. So that's going to release our bucket. So what I'm going to go ahead and do first actually is I'm going to fire up this forklift. Put a little tension on here. A little bit of tension. Put a little bit of tension on my strap here. So whenever this starts, whenever that bucket moves, if it moves at all, it won't mess up our situation here. Back to it. Back with my cheater pipe. Okay, here's the pin. It's got a snap ring in there. You gotta pull the snap ring off and pie out. Shoot that pin out that way. Snap ring off. Let's see what this pin does. Oh, she's coming right out. There we can see our cylinder. I'm afraid to see what that cylinder is going to do. There's our pin. Pin's out. I'd recommend picking up some of these bevel face fittings. I'm going to try and set you up where you can see what I got going on here. Forklift might be in the way. But I'm just going to get in this machine. I'm just going to get in this machine here and slide out. Nice and slow and easy. As you're coming out here, you're going to want to make sure that your lines don't get all screwed up here. See, they've already sucked back in there, and I'm about all the way out. There's our cylinder sticking out. And there's our lines where our hoses are going to be attached and coming out. And there you have it. We'll take these two lines off. We'll go get them remade. Then what I'll show you is, see, look, number 2. We need to make sure we know that line going down to the bottom. All right, we're back. I got both my new hoses here. Number 1 goes on the top. I mean, I don't really need to walk y'all through it.
Just make sure you know where things go.
That's the easiest way I can explain it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on this end, tighten them up, and mark them. So let's do it. Number 2. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the caps for these. I'm going to cap them, plug them, whatever. Then I'm going to get me a long ratchet strap. I've got 2 or 3 tied together right here. I'm going to tie these up. I'm going to get some electrical tape, wrap my ratchet strap on there. Then I'm going to feed it through there. I'm going to push it up through with a pipe. I'm going to feed it up through here and out my hole. And then grab the ratchet strap and pull the slack. And as I pull the machine forward and put this back in where it goes, I'm going to be pulling that tension. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get some tape and I'll be right back. Alright, back again. I decided against caps because I think it's going to be a little too thick once both caps are on. Try and get through the hole up at the top. So I'm just going to take a rag, tape it up, and I'll put my strap on there.
Get them covered up. Do a little electrical tape. Give her a good couple wraps. Don't really need to be crazy, but you also don't want
Crap down in your holes.
Your hoses. So now that we got that on there, I'm gonna take my ratchet strap here and go around. And you don't even have to tie a knot in it. You just put a little cross in it, and you go around it, and you make a loop, and you go back through it again, just like that. That way, whenever you're pulling, see, it just puts it in a bind. See, like that. Now you put a little wrap of tape on there. Keep her on there where you like it, where you want it. It's not going to go anywhere because it's tensing against itself. Now, this next part, I'm going to get my cheater pipe. I'm going to get my hook in. Just hook it in there. Keep it tight. Feed it on up there. There you go. Probably couldn't see that last part, but there we go. Got our strap through. Pull your pipe out. It's gonna be covered in crap and grease and nasty. So is the strap, but hey, it is what it is. We're gonna get our rag here and clean it off a little bit to save us some nasty in the cab. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but if you'll notice, it's not long enough to go to the cab. But you can always just throw something on the end of it. So I got another strap here. So the straps get going to the cab. customer opted not to put wear plates in because they need their machine rather quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, since this bottom one fell off and the keeper is no longer keeping, really, I'm going to, I mean, it's got grooves. It's not going to come out of the grooves, see? It's going to stay right there where it should be. But I'm going to slather me some grease on here and stick it to that so when we go in the hole, we don't lose it. So let's do it. Got me a tube of Mystic here. Give me a fingerful. And I'm just gonna slab me some grease on there. Just like that. I'm gonna come over here and suck it to it. Now, that ain't going anywhere. Unless we really screw something up, which I doubt it. Okay, so here we go. Now I've got to operate the machine and get it over my hoses, pull my hoses through, over my cylinder, and slide it nice and easy down into the barrel again. So, let's go. You may need to back the machine up a little bit. See how I got in a bind here? Even with pulling, I can't get it in there. So, there you go. Straighten your hoses up. Okay, let's try this again. So I have a few issues right here. Like I said, you're gonna have to just get it lined up and just come on back nice and easy.
And I'm gonna go ask for a hand.
Alright, so after lots of fighting, it's been about an hour and a half. Finally got it slid up on there. You gotta watch out for the wear pads and get it lined up. Now, I took my string and we was pulling on it, and I would suggest tying each one individually because I got in a bind once I finally got to my exit port there. I would recommend tying them individually and pulling individually. That way you don't have a chance of them doing like this or stacking too wide. Anyways, then the next issue is the cylinder coming up would come here and get crossways a little bit. It wouldn't line up exactly perfect with the pinhole here. And so what I had to do is pull on my hoses, since I never took the pin off down there. Pull on my hoses, get it lined up, and just stick a little. What I used was these, one of these. It's a little tool used for the inserts on door cards and things of that nature. The little plastic poppers, and it was just enough angle to once I pulled the hose, the angle of that grabbed and torqued my eyelet of my cylinder in the right direction. So now we're just gonna put the pins back in, which I've already got it started, the pin, flop and hook my lines back up, and we'll test it out, make sure it's not leaking. And to further prevent this, the old lines had just like some nylon mesh on the outside of these here, right where they rub. They rub right up here at the top. You can see that. You see the bare metal. I've got just a hunk of hose, and I'm gonna cut me off a couple of pieces and zip tie around there right where that's happening at. And so all the rubbing will be done on some hose on the outside of the hose. So I'll catch up with you once I get everything hooked back up. So we got everything back on, hooked back up, tested it out right now. Everything's looking good, no leaks. May take a minute for that cylinder to fill back up. Don't freak out, because I did. I was like, oh no, I broke something or it's not working, but it just took a minute to fill that cylinder back up. After we were pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, it would go squirt out fluid, and I have to pull it back out to line the pinhole up. But as you can see, we've got extension all the way matting out, no leaks. We've got retraction, matting out all the way, no leaks. Bucket cylinder was also somewhat empty. Need to run that for a second as well, but all looks good. Thanks for watching. I've got some more videos coming soon. Peace.